Well, hi there all. Even though the sun's going down, it's only 5:15 and I've just arrived down the beach for one of my overnight stays. Just a short wild camp. Thought I'd get away for the evening. As you can see, there's hardly any wind and it's quite warm. And the thing is, there's lots of little midges about. I've been eaten alive. I've only been here 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. I have got a electronic mosquito thing in one of my bags, so once I get all unpacked, hopefully I'll turn that on and hopefully it'll stop little things from eating me alive. I'm going to enjoy it anyway. So a few new pieces of equipment to test out. A new cooker, it's got a steamer with it, this one, so I've got some pre-cooked rice with me, so I can just warm it through rather than spending 10 minutes 12 minutes cooking rice. It should only take, I think, about 2 maybe 3, using a lot less gas. I've got some steak with me, some eggs and some rolls, onion and a tomato. No alcohol in this visit. It's just a chill out overnight camp. Stay with me and see what this one brings for us. So I'm all unpacked. I haven't blown up my bed or nothing yet. Got me bits and pieces, my table, my chair, all my food and everything laid out in there. There's my new stove over there, which I'll show you all later. So I've got the Jack Wolfskin Gossamer 2 with me. It's, I'd say at the moment, my favourite tent. So it's absolutely big, huge inside, plenty of room. Opens at either side, got 2 doors, 2 entrances, and giant bug net, which I think I might have to zip up before the evening, because there is loads of bugs in here. And that's my little mosquito-y thing, which it just flashed red to show it's working, but it certainly ain't keeping them out. I've been eaten alive. There's loads of them in here, so anyway, I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm not going to let them spoil it. Well, I'm not sure how well you can actually see them, but sitting inside my little bug net bit at the minute. There just seems to be loads of them. Like I say, they've already eaten me alive. I'm itching like anything. I'm not going to let it spoil my time. Normally by now I've got the pan on boiling me water for my first coffee. Instead I'm carrying it inside my bug net. Coffee will have to wait. Hopefully they'll disappear once the sun starts going down. I don't want to spend my whole of my camping experience for this weekend inside my bug net. We'll have to wait and see. There's hundreds of them out there, hundreds of them. Well, it does seem like we might get a half decent sunset if nothing else. If these little things will stop just biting me. Sun's going down pretty quick behind my tent over there. But it's so peaceful here. Very quiet. Just beautiful views. Absolutely beautiful. Tide's right out. I think it's going to be clear tonight, as I was saying. Maybe get some nice shots of the constellations if we're lucky, and nice decent shots of the moon, maybe. Just have to wait and see what happens. But for a minute I'm just enjoying being outdoors, even though I'm being eaten alive, but I'm enjoying being outdoors in the peace and the quiet. maybe have to make that coffee shortly, I think. So I've just come up onto the top bank here. Here's my tent down there, look. And you can see the tide's right out. But the sky's taking a little bit of a orangey colour at the minute. And there's the reason why. Now with them clouds there, if that continues to set the way it looks like it's going to, that's going to go bright, dark, orange, and hopefully a red colour. And them long clouds there, they should pick it all up. Could be a really, really good sunset. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. That was one of the main reasons I come away so late in the day. Oh wow, wow, wow. You can't see yet, but I was busy up on the bank getting ready to film the sunset, and I had a quick look behind me, and I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but the moon, wow. At the moment it's got like a very faint orange glow to it, and it's super, super huge. I thought it's a 3/4 moon, but it looks like it's near on full. Oh wow, that's beautiful. And there's the sun going down over there, look. Oh, I hope the camera picks it up. Got my new little, it's only a cheap camera, but it's got night vision with it. It's a cheap one off Amazon. I thought I'd try it out, see what it's like, see what the picture quality comes out like, and if it's any good, I'll buy a more expensive one. I want to see what the zoom is like on it actually. Be interesting to see. That moon is stunning. Well, it's not exactly bright red or dark orange. There's a red cloud up there. Well, it's just the moon. It's beautiful. I love the way the shadow picks up on the water as well. Absolutely stunning. Well, it's not actually the water, it's the water in the distance and the wet sand near to me. Absolutely fantastic. Now that's what I was hoping for. That is beautiful. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. This is beautiful. The moon there. And then you spin around and you get that. Oh, I couldn't ask for it any better, I don't think. Absolutely incredible. Definitely wow. I must admit, I'm finding it difficult tonight where to film. Even the old wind farm out there starting to flash away. I can just pick up the windmill turbine things. Not sure if the camera can. But then when you turn around and you get out, oh, that's awesome. That is truly, truly awesome. I wanted red. I got red. I wonder if I can get up to the gate where you haven't got the electrical cables or telephone cables, what they are. Hopefully I can get up here and they'll be out my way. Looking forward to that coffee. I'm going to be filming it in the dark. How can you blame me though? Oh, this is worth being bitten alive for all the little mozzie things. There's still a buzzing around, but they seem to have died down a little bit. I love it. I love it. That couple's still down on the beach with their two dogs. Yeah, tiny little dogs. Seem to be misbehaving a little bit. Oh, what a night. So anyway, if you hadn't guessed by now, and you wonder where I was, I'm actually camping on a swale clothing optional beach, or naturist beach, nudist beach, what you want to call it. It's my tent. There's two bins and a life buoy up there. My tent is down there. I'm the only one here though, well, besides a couple of people out walking dogs and whatever, but this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We will be camping in this video, don't worry, and cooking and coffee making and everything else. It's not just the moon and the sun. There's even more people down the beach now. See, 1, 2, 3. See, 3 people now. All of them got dogs. Out enjoying themselves. And with views like this, I can't say I blame them. Oh, it's gone even darker red, I think. Well, I only put like second-hand batteries into my little night vision camcorder thing, and they've let me down now. So, but that view of that moon is stunning anyway. So I've just put the water on for me coffee. I decided I will try out the new pan. It's got a heat chamber underneath. And this one, like I was saying earlier, comes with a steamer facility as well, so for cooking it's got a steamer bit that goes on the top. So when you're cooking food, as I've brought with me rice pre-cooked, hopefully I can just warm it up. But this is the first time I've actually used it, so what it'll be like I'm not sure, but I like the idea of the heat chamber. It's supposed to make it quicker to boil and use less gas, so I'm interested. See how well it performs. I've just got to find me spoon in here. So as usual, I've got me coffee mixed up with Coffee Mate here. 2 spoons, I'll have a nice and strong one. See how well it performs. Well, so far the water seems to be getting quite hot. It's steaming already. Whether it's performing any quicker I'm not sure, but definitely haven't got flames coming up the outside of my pan. So it seems like the heat conductive chamber is actually working, and that's a good sign. Next test will be when I do my dinner and see how well it warms my rice through in the steamer department. Cheers everyone, coffee time. So I'm going to try out my rice cooker bit, or should I say the steamer bit. That's a steamer bowl there. It sits on top of the pan, so I'm hoping that with just quite a small amount of water, so it'll boil quicker. Let's just add a bit of water. So the lid now, I can feel the heat on the lid, the heat on the outside of the steamer pot. Like I said, I've just tried the rice, and it's hot. It's not hot, but it is quite warm enough to eat. Oh. Unless you throw it all over the floor. I think the other thing is should have kept stirring it, I think. Let's try that. It's steaming. Oh yeah, that's hot. Definitely hot. Well, finished eating my rice now, and I must admit that when I'd finished eating it, the pan was still hot. The bottom of the pan, obviously, because I left the water in there, so hot water, and couldn't actually put your hand on it and leave it on there, so the rice stayed hot all the way through. So it says to me that if I was to do like a special fried rice or curry rice or something like that, it'd stay hot while I actually put the frying pan on and cook my steak or whatever, like I was going to, or even say meatballs or something like that. I could actually cook them in a different pot and the rice would stay hot. So that side of it, I'm impressed. Well, good morning all. Just woken up and thought I'd get up. Didn't sleep that well last night. It seemed a bit chilly, and obviously still using my summer gear. And as I've opened up the tent this morning, look, it's covered in ice. Yes, it was chilly. The tide's coming overnight. Now gone back out. And that's where the sun's going to rise over there. Very, very shortly. Oh, and the mist over on the fields. Yes, that was a chilly one. Well, the sun's definitely up now. But sitting in my tent at the moment. It's obviously a sleeping bag, keep them warm. And I'll just put the water on for my first coffee of the day. I went to put it on, and the gas can that I left outside last night, this one, it's got ice all over it. And there was nothing coming out of it, so I changed over to this gas canister so I can make the coffee, because this one was inside my tent last night, so it's a tiny bit warmer. But I'm gonna have to get some sort of jacket for my gas cans for the winter, so I'll be straight on Amazon having a look when I get home. Well, it looks like the water's boiling. That's hot enough for a coffee. Definitely hot enough for a coffee. It's still really, really chilly. Still got lots of ice on my tent. That's the inside. At least I can have a nice hot coffee. Keep my hands warm. And warm up my belly. First coffee of the day. There's even ice on my table. Well, it's 9 o'clock now, and there's a tiniest breeze around, but virtually nothing. There's been a few people walking along the beach this morning, walking dogs. All the frost has cleared up now. It's going to be a beautiful day by the looks of it. Sun's out, starting to warm up a little bit. The ice has gone off my tent, obviously. But yeah, it's beautiful. Not sure if the tide's on its way in or the way out. I think it could be on its way in, actually. Well, I'm just going to start doing my breakfast. I've got a couple of eggs with me, so I'm going to have some couple of eggs in my little frying pan here. Pop it on, have some fried eggs, put some rolls here, and tomato ketchup. So yeah, let's get that on. Breeze has picked up a little bit, so I've popped the camera inside my tent a little way. So That's what you can actually see in the corner there. There's my tent. Trying to keep the wind off, make it cook easier. So, let's get it cooking. I haven't got butter with me because I don't take butter when I'm camping. I've got some, as I said, some burger rolls. So I've got one now from the eggs. Seeded burger rolls these are. I've got one now to go with the eggs, and then I've got one a little bit later when I have my steak. I didn't have my steak last night, so I saved it for this morning. So I've got a tomato with me, an onion with me, some burger cheese, which I might actually put a bit of burger cheese in with my egg this morning. It's a good idea actually. A bit of burger cheese with my egg. So I've got barbecue sauce in there, look, an onion, like I say, a tomato. So I'll let that start cooking up. Turn the gas up a bit. I've put a little bit of oil in there. So it's a cross between a mini omelette, as I do, and fried eggs. Perfect breakfast actually, especially on the beach. The sun's coming out a bit, so I might even be able to get my jacket off shortly. There's a couple of other people arrived here. One guy's setting up a tent, another one's sitting there behind a windbreaker. Keep the wind off him. Actually, as it goes, I'm going to use both bits of burger cheese. I don't actually want burger cheese for my steak later, so. Sometimes I bring real cheese, but I find it does sweat a little bit. Whereas the burger cheese keeps a little bit better, so. That seems to be cooking well already. I like to break the yolks. Just got to be careful that the pan don't fall over because I'm a tiny bit of a slant. Well, it's just about ready already. I just flipped the eggs over a second ago. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'll pop it in there on top of the burger cheese so the old cheese will melt a bit. Look at that. Perfect egg and cheese wrap on the beach. Bon appetit. Well, it's pretty quiet so far today. Still quite breezy. There's not really people around. Everyone seems to be coming for like half an hour, and then going home. There's one or two people still here that was here earlier on, but besides that, just me. Now I thought I'd use up my last of my water and use this gas can that, if you remember earlier on, it wouldn't even light this morning because it's frozen, but it seems to be blazing away at the moment. I do quite like this pan, I must admit. I'm getting used to this. So I do like the grill bit underneath, the heat chamber or exchanger, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to persevere with this one for quite a lot more, I think. It seems to be good. It acts as a windshield as well, so Just got to try the steamer out a bit more. Might try it indoors a few times, experiment with it a little bit before my next trip, which I believe will be next weekend. Anyway, coffee. It's warming up nicely in there. Well, time's getting on, so I thought I'd better start doing my dinner. I've got the steaks here. Got 2 of these beef medallion steaks from Aldi's, or Aldi's, whatever you call it. I should be able to get both in the pan at the same time, I think, because they're not exactly the thin cut ones I normally get. I was going to do onion with it as well, but I don't think I'll bother with the onion. But definitely going to have my fried tomato with it. So I'll cut it up quite chunky actually. Stick it in there so it gets the juices from the steak in with the tomato. Pan's just about big enough. The idea was I was going to have it last night, but when it was dark I got busy filming and decided I'd save it for me lunch. So that's what I'm doing. I've got a bread roll left over, so I can have that as well. Barbecue sauce. It's a seeded bread roll, the same as it was this morning with my eggs. Don't know if you can see that. I like my steaks medium rare, so they're ideal for cooking on the beach. In a small pan like this, I find they cook really beautiful. Just got to keep an eye on it, obviously, especially with the tomatoes in there as well. I'll try and keep the tomatoes on the top for a little while. Doing, I'll put the barbecue sauce on my bread roll. It's 3 o'clock now, so I thought I'd best eat, because obviously I'll most probably start making a slow pack up about 4ish, something like that. Back to work tomorrow, I'm afraid. Didn't win the lottery, so have to go back to work. Believe me, if I'd won the lottery, I wouldn't be leaving. I'll be staying here a couple more days, just pop up the shop, grab some more supplies. Because I'm not a millionaire, I just have to go home and get back to the normal everyday things that you have to do. That's the barbecue sauce on my roll. Well, that's as good as done now. There's a few places where it's still quite pink in the thicker chunks, but as I was saying, I like it medium rare anyway, so I'm not too bothered about that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the thinner bits to start with in me roll and let the thicker bits cook for a little bit longer. I'm looking forward to this. All that lovely juice as well. Beautiful. Dinner time. Well, I finished eating my dinner and sat round for a little while, had a little chat with a guy I know. I haven't seen him for a couple of months since the summertime, and as you can see, I've just started having a slow pack up, ready to make a move off home because sun's starting to get low in the sky and I want to get home before it gets dark. So I'm going to have a slow pack up and then I'll get back with you. Well, that's my tent and everything all packed away. I've got all of my pannier bags, 1, 2, 3 pannier bags, and my backpack. Got my battery for my bike there and my keys. Just got to put my jacket on and double check the ground, make sure I've left nothing behind, no pegs or anything. Then I'm going to make a move off home. That's the end of my little journey for this weekend. Like I say, I will be out again next weekend, maybe a woodland wild camp. That's what I'm planning on, because the leaves will be changing colours and everything. So pack my bike up over there, make a move off home. Thanks for staying with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye bye for now.